I have two huge live oaks full of resurrection ferns. Do the ferns hurt the trees? And this is Mike from Poplarville, Mississippi. What do you think about that? You know anything about the resurrection ferns?
Well, resurrection ferns are epiphytes.
Yeah.
So they are in a symbiotic relationship with the tree. They do not hurt the tree.
Right.
No.
So they're not parasitic. Right?
No.
They're not robbing the tree of any nutrients or anything like that.
No.
Okay. But it was mentioned that frequently large sections of the bark, have dirt that are falling from it. So what do you think about that? Could that just be a squirrel running through the tree?
I was thinking it's got to be something disturbing it, because there is no indication that resurrection ferns ever harm the tree, which would mean rotting and taking off the bark.
Right.
My thought was that it's got to be some animal disturbing it. And certain times of year, squirrels and birds dig and try to get materials for their nests. And I can imagine the ferns and the way that they are eating, that they are living on the tree branch, that it would be a nice soft material for something to put in their nest.
Yeah,
so I think it was an animal of some kind, a bird that disturbed it, that made it fall down.
Right. Do you believe the ferns are keeping the bark wet and making it rot?
Well, it might be keeping the bark wet, but I don't think it's rotting it.
Okay. I don't think so
because
either.
One thing about resurrection ferns, this is how they got their name. Science has found that they can dry up and stay in a dry state for over 100 years. And when you put water back on them and they get moisture, they come back to life.
Right.
So that's why they got their name.
Right.
So they can take some pretty droughty conditions and they're not going to go away.
Right.
But in the nice spring and it's wet outside, I'm sure it's still nice and moist around where they're living on the bark.
Right.
But it's not supposed to harm the tree.
Right. Yeah, they're just collecting the moisture from the air.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be a problem. But going back to the large chunks that are falling from the tree. I mean, we're thinking that's probably.
I think it's an animal.
Yeah.
Something mechanical that did it. I don't think it's anything that's wrong with the tree.
Yeah, I don't think the resurrection ferns are causing that at all.
Mm-mm.
Right. Yeah, so just enjoy them. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Right.
Gorgeous.